I'll start with the saddest of news. We can now update the number of Americans that we know have been killed to 27, and the number of unaccounted for stands today at 14. We're obviously doing everything we can to support and inform the families. Now, sadly, 5 more families have now gotten the worst possible news that any family can conceive of getting. And we're going to stay in touch with them as appropriate. Same goes for those family members of those who are unaccounted for. And by unaccounted for, we mean that. We don't know where they are. They don't know where they are. So we're going to obviously stay in touch with them as well. And certainly we're continuing to work with Israeli officials to make sure that we're getting as much context and information as possible that we will share with them. The President has asked his team to ensure that we are assisting U.S. citizens who do want to leave Israel and providing them with a safe means of doing that. So beginning tomorrow, the United States government will arrange charter flights to provide transportation from Israel to sites in Europe. They're still working through some of the details of that to assist U.S. citizens and their immediate family members who have, for whatever reason, not been able to provide commercial transit out of the country. And I would add that we're also exploring other options to expand the capacity of doing this, including exploring whether it's possible to help Americans leave by land and by sea.
The Hamas representative gave an interview to Russian television, which they said they'd be willing to trade hostages for Hamas prisoners in any prisoners, including in the United States. And they specifically said the United States has traded prisoners before, citing the Iran deal that was just made. Is that something the United States would consider doing in the case of the American citizens?
What I will tell you, just broadly speaking, is we obviously take seriously our responsibilities to get Americans held overseas back with their families. We have in the past entered into negotiations to do exactly that. And we have not foreclosed any option right now in terms of these particular hostages. Obviously, if their return to their families can be arrived at in a peaceful way, without additional risk to their lives, that is certainly something we would take very, very seriously. There are no intentions, no plans to put American troops on the ground in combat.
He hasn't been given any updated
and there is no interest by the Israelis.
Or options to that effect since Saturday?
There are no plans or intentions to do that, so there are no active planning efforts underway to do that. And the Israelis have made it clear that they would not welcome that in any event. What we're going to do is make sure that, and this is a very capable, small, but very capable military, and we're going to do everything we can to improve those capabilities.